Chapter 11. Brown Bag in It. The next day, George and Harold each brought their own lunches to Mr. Krupp's office for lunch. "I'll trade you half of my peanut butter and gummy worm sandwich," said George, "for half of your tuna salad with chocolate chips and miniature marshmallow sandwich." "Sure," said Harold. "You want some barbecue sauce on that?" "You kids are disgusting," Mr. Krupp shouted. Soon George and Harold were munching on potato chips with whipped cream and chocolate sprinkles. Mr. Krupp was turning green. "What's for dessert?" asked Harold. "Hard-boiled eggs dipped in hot fudge and Skittles," said George. "Ugh!" screamed Mr. Krupp. "I can't stand it anymore." He got up and stumbled out the door for some fresh air. "You know," said George, "now that Mr. Krupp is gone, we could run to the cafeteria and change the letters around on the lunch sign." "Cool," said Harold. So George and Harold sneaked to the cafeteria. But when they read the lunch sign, they were a bit confused. "What's going on here?" said George. "It looks like somebody already changed the sign," said Harold. "Forget the sign," said George. "Look at everybody. They've changed." It was true. All the kids and teachers in the school were entering the cafeteria looking as normal as ever. But they were leaving the cafeteria looking quite different. "Look!" cried George. "They're all wearing broken eyeglasses held together with masking tape. And they've all got vinyl pocket protectors. They've all turned into—" "Nerds," Harold gasped. "And look at their skin," said George. "They're all gray and clammy. That could only mean one thing. They're zombie nerds?" asked Harold. "I'm afraid so," said George. "Let's just hope they're friendly," said Harold. "Whoever heard of a friendly zombie nerd?" asked George.